Hello my beautiful friends, how are you all doing? It's Mimi here today, and today I'm gonna talk to you about different ways I stay fit. I think this is probably one of the most requested videos ever, and it's funny because we do hair tutorials, but then the most requested video is how me and Layla stay fit. So for the longest time I kind of procrastinated to do this video because I am not a personal trainer or a yoga instructor or anybody who specializes in working out or staying fit. To me, it's just part of life. It's what I do, but I don't necessarily, I am not specialized in it. So for the longest time I didn't know if I should do it or not, but because this video has been requested so many times, I thought, you know what, maybe if I share something that works for me, it could definitely work for other people. So keep an open mind. Whatever tips I'm gonna give you is just something that works for me, and it's just how I stay fit. If you like it, you can definitely try it, but by no means do you have to do all those things or any of the things that I'll be talking about. So I think a lot of you guys are under the impression that I work out a lot, which I really don't. I haven't gone to a gym in a really long time, or like exercise. Well, I go to the gym, but I don't use any like weights per se. I can do like things like sit-ups or crunches, but again, it's not something I do like 3 times a week or anything like that. I guess my main secret of staying fit is obviously eating well, and I'm gonna link the video on my on tips of healthy eating. It's gonna be somewhere here, or if it's not here on the screen, then it's gonna be down in the box. Of course, eating healthy food, nutritious food is really important, but also I think my other main secret is just constantly being active. So one of the things that I do almost every day is I go for walks. It doesn't matter where I am in the world, because we do travel a lot. It doesn't matter what's the season, what's the weather. Me and Alex, or if Alex can't go, I'll go for walks. So that's probably something I do almost every day, if not every other day. I love going for long walks, just not at a high speed, but like at a lower pace, or it just depends on my mood really. So going for walks is something that if I don't do anything else, I'll definitely do that. So, and it doesn't require any money, it doesn't require anything really. If it's cold, you really bundle up and you go for a walk, you breathe, you look at nature. I think it's such an amazing way to just stay focused and like detach from everything and just de-stress, and in the meantime you're getting an exercise, which is amazing. So that's one of the things, that's the main thing that I do, is I walk. Also, when me and Alex travel, we love hiking. And like whenever we travel, we go for a long time, so we'd be away for a month and would always hike almost every day, and that's probably one of the most amazing exercises. Like, it's really good for your legs. I remember last summer we were in France and we did so much hiking, and walking so by the end of 6 weeks or a month that we were in France, my legs were just so fit. And I never got that with an exercise, but walking or hiking would do that to you if you do it regularly enough. And it was quite amazing because like you're not really trying, but you're getting the results, and I really love that. I think for me the main thing is I've come to a point where I want to be fit, I want to look good, but I don't like being in the gym with all that equipment, and I just don't find that enjoyable anymore. I used to do that years ago. I had a gym membership and I'd be there working out on different machines. I just don't find that, it's not interesting or it's not enjoyable to me anymore. So I kind of substitute with all those natural things that I can do to still stay fit and and feel great and kind of be active at the same time. So hiking is definitely something we do when we travel a lot. We haven't really done much of hiking when we're in Toronto, I guess because it's always cold, but it's not an excuse. I think we're thinking of starting to do it here too, look for different places where we can go hiking. But depending on where you live in the world, just Google different places where you can go hiking around the area that you live. And even if you do it once a week, on the weekend, it's such an amazing exercise. It's good for your health because you're breathing, you're walking, and at the same time you're exercising. So definitely look into a form of exercise that I do every once in a while is running. Again, it's like I don't always do it, but last summer I did it for like almost 3 months, like a few times a week. I don't do it here again because I'm too lazy to go running when it's so cold outside. But you know, if you're living in a warm place like, let's say, California, you know, running, it would be a really great option for you because it's such a great exercise. You can start with running only for 5 to 10 minutes and then slowly add a minute here, a minute there. You know, I would love to go running every day, but we only get like 3 months of warm weather here in Toronto, and when I travel, I don't always have the time to, you know, go running, or maybe it's just an excuse. I just prefer hiking to running. If I had to choose, I'd go with hiking, but you know, you have to try it to see what you like. So maybe running is your thing. I did try it, I love it, but I usually go for short periods of time. I mean, I'd go for a shorter time, like I'd go for a run like as a cardio for 10 to 15 minutes. And I think it's a really great way to, you know, get your heart pumping. It's a great cardio, and it's really good for your legs and your core muscles, and pretty much for everything. I think running is an amazing exercise, and if you've never tried it, start slowly getting into it, and you know, it's just really, really good. Another amazing form of exercise that doesn't require being in the gym is dancing. Me, Layla, Alex, and a couple of other my friends, we took some Latin ballroom dances, and then we took salsa, and it was a lot of fun. And then what we started doing is going to clubs to practice, like Latin clubs. So we'd go 2 to 3 times a week. Layla still goes quite a lot. I go maybe once a week, but think about it. If I go walking 3 times a week, dancing once a week, you know, hiking once a week, it all adds up. So it's just, like I said in the beginning of this video, it's just about being active and combining those things that you enjoy into your week. Is just gonna ensure that you're fit without feeling that you have to go to the gym and work out and like do this exercise or that exercise. You know, it's just like, you know, combining those fun, creative things into your lifestyle and being active on day-to-day. So if you have never taken dance class, I encourage you to maybe try, you know, depending on what genre you would prefer. I think for me, salsa dancing or Latin dancing was always something that I was passionate about learning, and when I took classes, I absolutely loved it. I'm thinking of taking classes again to advance because I'm just like, I know basic stuff, and when we go to clubs we just dance for fun, but I would definitely love to advance, and that's something I'm gonna look into. Another great form of exercise, and that I wasn't doing until last year, that I know a lot of people do, especially in warm weather, is biking. And I never knew how to bike. Alex actually taught me last year when we were in France, and I love it. I'm gonna get a bike like probably in a couple of weeks. It's still cold here in Toronto, but I could start probably biking in a few weeks. And again, it's such a great exercise. You're out in nature, you're biking, you're breathing, it feels great, and you're exercising at the same time. I mean, you're using your arm muscles, you're using your legs, you know. It's like you don't even think about it, but your body is exercising, and those are the kind of things that I enjoy doing. Like, I don't want to think like, okay, now I have to go to the gym and work out, you know. It has to come natural, and I think that's the best kind of, those are the best kind of things to do, is to do things like biking or running or dancing, or again, that's what works for me. And these are kind of just suggestions. But one of my favorite, and I left it for last because it is my favorite thing to do in the whole world right now, is yoga. I got into it not so long ago. It hasn't even been a year. It's probably been maybe a little over half a year. I think I've known my whole life that I'm gonna do yoga at one point. I looked more and more into it, and luckily my mom's friend, who is a yoga instructor, you know, she suggested that we take classes with her, and she's really amazing. She teaches Hatha yoga, which Hatha yoga is something that just makes you feel amazing when you do it. What it does is gets you kind of in that meditative state, but you're also doing crazy kind of stretching, crazy kind of you know, poses. And sometimes like I shake. Like some people are under misconception that yoga is just like easy stretching and it's not actual exercise. Yoga is hard, you know. Again, depending on what kind you do. Hatha yoga is my absolute favorite. I want to become an instructor one day, you know. I know it's a learning experience, but I'd love to learn how to be a yoga teacher, whatever, and then teach, just, you know, just be able to teach for free just because I love it. So you know, the more and more I get into Hatha yoga, it makes me feel so great. It's just, every time I go for a class, I feel like, I don't know, I just feel so connected with myself. I feel so good, and I have this feeling that I wish everyone could do it, because you're not only are you breathing and you're connecting with yourself, you're also exercising and doing really great poses that are good for your whole body. I don't know how much you guys know about yoga, or some of you probably practice it already. I don't know too much about it. I know some information, but you know, every pose is good for certain part of your body. So there's a pose for your heart, there's a pose for your liver, there's really good poses for your spine. And as many of you know, your spine, determines how young you feel. You know, if you have a good healthy spine, even if you're 80 years old, you can feel like you're only 20 or 30, you know. So doing yoga regularly will ensure that you're not only healthy physically, but you're also healthy mentally, and you know, you're more balanced and you're more, you know, joyful inside. So yoga is definitely something that I don't do enough because I'm still getting into it, but every time I do it, I just have such an amazing time, and I can see myself do it every single day, and that's where I'm kind of headed. And again, if you've never tried yoga, I would definitely suggest trying Hatha yoga. To summarize this whole video, I guess it's not about being in the gym every day. You know, I think being active and looking healthy is about just taking initiative to be active every day. So whatever it is, whether it is swimming for you, whether it is going for a walk, whether it is hiking or dancing or some kind of a sport, if you're good at tennis, just do something, you know, be active every day. Make sure you're doing something active, and then you might not even have to go to the gym. I don't, and I'm so happy I don't have to do it anymore. Some people love to go to the gym, and that's great too. You know, you just have to find what you enjoy, because I believe if you enjoy that form of exercise, you will be more prone to doing it, as opposed to hating going to the gym and every time dreading it. Like, I don't think that's right, because I want to be able to look forward to it. Like when I go to a yoga class, I look forward to doing it. You know, it's not like I'm like, oh my god, I have to do yoga again. Or like when I go for a walk, I want to go for a walk. Or when I go dancing, I want to go dancing. So, you know, surround yourself with activities that you actually enjoy doing, and that way you will be active and healthy and physically fit. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know how you stay fit. You know, I'd like to hear some other ways of, you know, staying fit, or maybe trying different things like rock climbing. I tried it once and I love it. I haven't gone again, but it's definitely on my mind. I think it's such an amazing way to stay fit and healthy, you know, so definitely something maybe you can try and see if you like it. And you know, there's so many other different things. So thank you so much again for tuning in. Stay healthy, stay fit. You know, the weather is warming up. Be out, just do things outside of the house or where you live, or try to be outside more. And I think that's the main thing, is when you're outside, you're more active, and you know, you can definitely enjoy better healthy well-being. So leave me a comment, tell me what you think, and I'll see you guys soon. Ciao.